latest vlog. We're doing things a little bit different. There's a reason why we're doing it a little bit different.
Yes, because we actually lost a lot of our footage in Vietnam, which is very unfortunate. We lost about at least 80% of all our footage, but we still managed to get some of the hard drive, so which is great. That's why we managed to put this little video together.
Yeah, so we spent, after spending an awesome couple of months in the beautiful country of the Philippines, this was going to be the first country that Pat and I have been to together that we haven't been before. So we chose Vietnam because it was going to be so different.
Yeah, so we spent a whole month there actually. So we started off in Ho Chi Minh City. We spent the New Year's there.
Oh my god. Fuck! We are stuck in a crowd. It feels like millions of people. And it's millions in here. Look at that. Insane. Insane.
And then from there, where did we go?
We made our way over to the French town of Dalat up in the hills, which is absolutely stunning. And if you're a foodie, we totally recommend you make your way up there.
Stop, which was Hoi An, which is absolutely amazing. So what did we do there? We spent a few days in there actually, and what did we do from memory? I think the first thing that we did was actually check out the Central Market, which I had the Hoi An's I guess food specialty, which is called khao lak. So it's very simple food. It's just made out of pork and some noodles, but all the research that I've done, apparently that's the one to try. But so I tried it and it was really tasty.
Khao lak's arrived. I've got the mixed one. So mixed one, so it's got pork, chicken, and a bit of prawn, and you just got the pork. So we had this the other night at that dude's restaurant, but it's good to actually see which one's better. I reckon his is better, but we'll be able to find out soon enough.
That's a really tough call because the one the other night was sensational.
Yeah, so. I'm sure his is better. And if he's watching this, he's going to be telling me
his is better.
His is better.
Yeah, and much more of a character as well.
Yeah. All right, so the lady here just told me that I need to mix it. So because she saw me just kind of picking it, but she actually said you should mix it. So I've just mixed it with all the flavors all mixed in now. So because there's a bit of sauce underneath, so mix that through and ready for the first bite.
How does that compare?
I don't want to compare it. It's good. Maybe it's just as good. I don't know, but it's really good.
Yeah, and the food vendor that sold it to too, she was this old lady that looked like she'd been making it for years and years. The thing I like too, Pat did a really good job on where we stayed. We stayed literally 10-minute walk from the old city itself over the main bridge there. So we could walk out of our hotel 10 minutes and we're right in the heart of this World Heritage Site.
Yeah. Right, so after Hoi An, we went further north. We went to what used to be once the capital of Vietnam, or the old Vietnam, city called Hue. We didn't really plan too much in that trip. So the easiest thing to do was go on a tour. So we joined a whole bunch of other people, but it was fun. It was we didn't really have to think where to go, how to get there. But we learned so much about the imperial, city.
Yeah. And I recommend to do a tour as well, because if you did it by yourself, unless you had your own scooter or motorbike, you wouldn't have got to see what we went to see, because there's so many different tombs of the past emperors scattered around the whole city that it's impossible to find them by yourself. So really do recommend them, and they blow your mind away. They're all quite different as well, so
yeah,
it's one of those situations you couldn't see one and think I've seen them all. All of them were quite different. And our final destination in this wonderful country of Vietnam was the capital city of Hanoi. This one really took us by surprise because we had no expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so from where we just flew into Hanoi, because we didn't really want to take the train. So we flew, and that was pretty easy.
So this whole area around Hua Kiem Lake is closed off for all the local families to come back into the city, which is great, because during the day this area is crazy with scooters and things. So at night, from a Friday, Saturday and Sunday, it's got a great family atmosphere, heaps of street dancing, street performers and magicians all putting on a show for all the locals, which was absolutely fantastic.
Also, we did. You organised a walking tour in the city.
That was really good too. That was free. I saw that. I just googled what to do in this beautiful city, and I found a free walking tour. And this is a great concept supplied by the university there that lets students to come and meet foreigners of any language, and they'll pair you up if you're English, French, German, so their students can talk freely to you while they're showing off their wonderful city. So we had two wonderful girls with us that did an amazing job showing us around. So on the tour with the girls from the university, they all showed us all the old streets of Hanoi. While we were walking along, they were explaining how a lot of the street names were named after what produce was being sold on the street hundreds of years ago. And the other cool thing too, they took us over an old railway line and over an old railway bridge just to get a couple of those Instagram shots too.
From here is pretty chill because around here they have business, so.
Oh, that's why it's really full on.
Like it?
It's very cool.
We're coming to like the oldest, what you say, train station. In
Okay.
Hanoi.
Old train station. Okay.
This train crossed the Red River, and in the past this the only bridge that crossed the Red River.
Okay.
And, during the war, the Americans know that, so they bought that bridge. Yeah. But it's been recovered and it's safe to work. So.
Oh, it's still a covered bridge.
Oh, it's, yeah. But it's closed. Why? Maybe there's another way.
Oh.
So we also did another day trip as well. This time we were to leave the old city itself and go into the countryside.
Yeah, so it was called Ninh province, and again it was like I said, it was a tour, but it was really good. So we got to see King Kong set where obviously they filmed the movie, and that was really interesting. You could see the old village still set up there, and they actually employed people to dress up as the villagers there, and you could take pictures and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was like a step back in time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then we paddled along the river there, and it was just an amazing experience. It was so peaceful. It was so serene, and they were all old ladies basically.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. I was just about to say that. I was thinking, oh, we didn't do the paddling. There's like a lady behind us who must have been in her 60s or late 60s or 70s, doing all the paddling for us.
Then after that as well, we climbed up the mountain called Hanoi Cave. That was full on.
Breathtaking.
Yeah, but the view.
Yeah, right. As far as you could see, and they had these dragons made up the mountains as well. So you climbed up these and followed the dragon's tail up a lot of it. But when you got to the top, like I've never experienced anything like that before.
So what do you reckon of this mountain, David?
This was absolutely superb.
It's worth the trek up?
Absolutely, it's breathtaking view at the top. You could stay up there twice as long and just sit there in amazement at what you're looking at.
Yeah, but what were you saying before? Because we went to like 4 places today,
so
and
the tour today has been absolutely awesome, but it feels a little rushed, you know. If you're into photography like Patrick and like to do vlogging like we both do, on a tour you're really restricted for time, so you feel like you're rushing through a lot of the shots. So unfortunately today we haven't got some of the shots that we really wanted. But, in saying that, it's been absolutely superb.
it is. All right. Well, I think we're gonna end this vlog here right now.
At the bottom of the steps.
It's been an absolutely amazing day. You know, just like what David was saying, I wish we had just concentrated on 3 activities rather than 4. We felt a little bit rushed, but nevertheless, you know, we saw some really cool things about this region, and it's definitely something that you need to put on your itinerary when you're coming to Hanoi.
But remember the most important thing, and if you do, and we get a few more, I'll do a little dance for you, is subscribe.
All right, see you later.
Ta-da! Try and make some incense today. I've got the master of incense making here showing me how to make it. So this is sandalwood that they use. So here's the stick, and what you basically do is get the paddle, don't laugh at my results, and then you go back and forth and slowly drag it along. And hopefully when I'm finished, it looks really good. But no, so it's harder than it looks. It shouldn't stay on the paddle, it should be on here. Thank you.
Well, she's gonna scrape it
I
off.
have to keep my normal job during the day, so one more time. So we'll stick it on here. Slowly. Much pressure.
Let's see now.
Oh, might be working.
Oh. And then at the end, I think you just cut it off. And keep going. Disaster. Thank you. I'll keep my normal job.